Here we are, week 9 of the 2019 regular season, the beginning of a playoff run for some and the end of an era for others. Let's get to the highlights. We begin with one of the biggest matchups in the state. Naperville Central, winners of 2 straight, needs a win to clinch a playoff berth. Standing in the way is the winningest program in IHSA history, the undefeated Flyers of East St. Louis. The Flyers, as usual, get off to a fast start. Electric quarterback Tyler Macon takes it himself and slips through the defense for a 16-yard touchdown to start off the scoring. East St. Louis jumps out to a 20-0 lead. Central catches a break just before halftime, getting an untimed down thanks to a roughing the passer, and the Redhawks take advantage. Sam Jackson with a Hail Mary into the arms of senior Jaden Thompson. Central down 28-14 at halftime. There is really no proper way to describe this play except to say that Sam Jackson is a special athlete. He bobs and weaves his way through the defense from one side of the field to the other, and just like that, the Redhawks are back in the game, 28-21 early in the third quarter. But simply too much Flyers offense. Tyler Macon and running back DeMonte Witherspoon with big plays all night. East St. Louis stays a perfect 9-0 while Naperville Central sees its season come to an end with a 4-5 record. Over to Waubonsie Valley for a game with no playoff implications but huge emotional ones as Warriors head coach Paul Murphy mans the sidelines for the final time in the green and gold. Naperville North looks for the season sweep after defeating Dub V in a thriller back in week 5. Warriors up 8-7 in the first quarter when senior QB Ethan Nelson keeps it for himself and maneuvers through the Husky D for the touchdown run. Waubonsie Valley goes up 15-7. In the second quarter, Anthony Gabrione finds Matt Mashmeyer over the middle, and the Husky senior flat out turns on the Jets. He is gone from 73 yards out, North down just 15-14. Next drive for the Warriors, the offense with some nice misdirection as Nelson hits Ryan Mutes in the flat, and Mutes gets into the end zone to extend the lead. Midway through the fourth quarter, Waubonsie looking to put the game away. Ethan Nelson finds Elijah Lee for a great diving snag in the end zone. The Warriors celebrate a big send-off victory for Coach Murphy as the Warriors end the year 4-5 after a 2-game winning streak. Neuqua Valley has already won the DuPage Valley Conference title and won at Mattia Valley just 2 weeks ago, but the Wildcats would like to improve their playoff seeding against the upset-minded Mustangs. First offensive play of the game for Neuqua, Mark Gronowski drops back and finds Patrick Hoffman behind the defense, 63 yards, 7-0 Wildcats after 1. End of the half, Gronowski caps off a very efficient performance with his third TD of the night, 28-0 Neuqua after this touchdown pass to Carter Sessa. In the third quarter, CJ Wilcox breaks through the middle for his 17th touchdown of the season, a great year and a great career for the Mustang senior. Despite the deficit, a nice end to the season for senior Austin Frederick. The tight end takes the direct snap and follows his brother's block into the end zone. The Mustangs are fired up for their captain. Neuqua Valley improves to 8-1 after the 41-20 victory. Bennett Academy hosting undefeated Nazareth Academy and star quarterback J.J. McCarthy for a Saturday morning kickoff. The Red Wings would like to snap a 2-game skid before the playoffs begin next week. The Bennett defense shows up to play in the first half. J.J. McCarthy just kind of lobs a pass up for grabs, and Marty Garvin is the one to grab it for the Red Wings. The high-powered Roadrunners can't be contained for long. After just a 7-0 lead at halftime, a trio of quick strikes, 2 of them from McCarthy to Tyler Morris, puts Nazareth on top 27-0 by the end of the third quarter. Bennett gets on the board in the fourth on a 21-yard touchdown run from Nick Johnson, but the comeback would stall there as Bennett ends the season with 3 straight losses against some of the state's best competition. The CCL ESCC Orange Division standings ends with Nazareth on top at a perfect 9-0 after having their only loss back in Week 1 overturned. Bennett will make the 7A playoffs at 6-3, while St. Lawrence will be in the 5A playoffs at 5-4. The DVC standings don't move from a week ago as Neuqua Valley stays perfect in conference play. The Wildcats and DeKalb are the only teams that will move on to the postseason. The Barbs will play at Prospect to open the Class 7A playoffs. Moving on to the first round playoff schedule, Bennett Academy will be on the road in Week 1 against a familiar foe for teams in this area, Glenbard North. Neuqua Valley took down the Panthers back in Week 1. In Class 8A, Neuqua Valley will get a home game as the 11 seed. The Wildcats will host Conant. There was just one team to get into the 8A playoffs with a 4-5 record, but unfortunately it was Joliet West and not Waubonsie Valley or Naperville Central. The playoff dates and times will officially be announced on Monday afternoon. We will have at least one more Football Friday this year to go over the first round action. Thanks for watching as always. We'll see you in the postseason. For Football Friday, I'm Justin Cornwell.